What's goody good, good. Aquarius, what's good? This is Joy Kimberly, bringing you your new moon, total solar eclipse, and Cancer special. This is going to cover you from today, the actual day of the eclipse, until roughly 6 months to a year from now. Eclipse energy is powerful, it's profound, and it is lasting. So for some of you, it's going to last. It can be felt from now until 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, even up to a year. That's just what it is. Some astrologers say, it's only for a month. I fucking strongly doubt that. Others say it can be felt longer, and I agree more with that because, again, energy is fluid. And then there's the whole free will choice thing, that part. So these messages may or may not resonate for you. If not, you should definitely check out your moon, your rising, your Venus, and or Mars signs. Venus and Mars are for love. Venus if you're a woman, Mars if you're a man. These messages may also be for people around you. All my information will be below in the description box if you want to hit a sister up for a personal session. And that's pretty much that. Really quick, for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm revamping my site, and I would be a fool to not utilize the Mercury retrograde energy, and so I will be doing so by taking my time. I'm aiming for a late July, early August relaunch, and in the interim you can utilize the site that I have up now, which is my old site. It still has services listed there. Please be my guest. If you can't find what you're looking for, please email me and we can tailor something specifically for you. In addition to that, I have canceled all tarot parties because I am moving. So, in the interim, what you can do is, if you're having a personal event or anything like that you would like for me to attend, email me, and again, we will work something out. The purpose of this spread is to find out how the eclipse will affect you, where it will affect you, etc. And last but not least, we are adults and we curse here. If that's going to bother you, you should probably leave now, because it might get a little funky up in there. Now, I need to share this live link with my Insta. Give me a follow. JoyKimberlyTheBridge. BRB. It is clearly time for a new charger because this shit's not even registering anymore. Fuck. Alright, let's motherfucking do this. I'm just trying to catch a breeze. It's fucking warm in here already. I've been up since 5:30. So excuse the deeper voice, because as a woman, my voice is pretty fucking deep. So anyway, guys. Okay, so the way I've been doing the spreads are by either shuffling for poppers or shuffling the deck, cutting it, splitting it, into 3 piles, and choosing one of the piles. When I do it that way, there are 2 bottoms of the decks. And so because of that, you have the primary, which is the pile that I use, and then you have the secondary energy. And that's primary and secondary underlying energy. And so your primary is the 5 of Pentacles, and your secondary is the 8 of Cups. For some of you, what's happening is you're coming in out of the cold from something. So you left something, and then you came back. Or you were put out of something, and then you were allowed back in. And with all of these 8s here, I'd say this is a fated event. or destined. But whatever this comeback is, it's giving you more security, and I feel like it's more stability, and I'm also feeling like it's giving you more, what the fuck would you call it? Like, it's more belief in yourself. Now, under the Five of Pentacles reverse, you have the Eight of Wands. This makes me feel like there was some type of communication about some type of non-traditional contract, setup, living arrangements, something to that effect. Also, for some of you, I also got a distinct message of someone moving. And I feel like this move is going to give you more security. Now, after the Hierophant reverse, you have the Temperance, because somebody realized that something wasn't working out, and so, let's look at the truth of the matter and nurture something else. Or you could have been nurturing the wrong thing, especially with the Three of Swords here, signifying some type of heartache and or betrayal. For some of you, you could have been loving a hoe. Is what it is. The High Priestess reverse can be a hoe, or it could be somebody letting some information out, or it could also be someone ignoring their intuition and then regretting that shit. Why the fuck did I give you this cup in the first place? Underneath the Eight of Cups reverse, you have the Eight of Swords, because some of you may be feeling trapped in a situation and attempting to either manipulate the situation or detach from it. It feels like more of a detachment, because with the King of Swords here, it makes me feel like you're making plans and being honest about what you want to manifest or make happen, especially after watching something and getting enlightenment, or watching something and deciding, oh, that's the way the wind blows. I didn't know. I was totally unaware. Let me act accordingly. Excuse my wardrobe malfunction. Okay, and then you have Three of Swords reverse, because something either didn't come in. You're realizing that something is either not going to come in, something's not changing, or for some of you, you're being ignored. For one reason or another. And so now it's time for you to assess the situation and make a decision. Be realistic about it, though, because although you have a lot of options, only one of them is the right choice. Alright, guys. Now, your first card placement is, let me just let you know this shit really quick. This is what your card should not look like. Should not be reversed. Just saying. And that was, I was just picking up the bottoms of the decks, and I happened to notice that. So if you're fucking with a situation that's putting you out of balance or out of character, out of your element, you should probably reassess that. Or if you're out of balance, out of whack, you should probably assess why. Oh no, we can't leave that one over there. Fake. Alright. Your first card placement is you, Aquarius, and you have the Page of Wands reverse. Yeah, some of you are definitely deciding that you moved too quickly with something, and now you're like, nah, this ain't gonna work, or it fizzled out on you. I feel like it's like it's mid-project. This shit just like whatever fire or whatever you shot out of the gate with, it lost momentum very quickly, or you did. I'm going to clarify with one card. Please clarify. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Mars. For the new moon, total solar eclipse, and Cancer. I am clarifying the spread. Please give us clear-cut, straightforward clarifiers for whatever cards we decide to clarify. Thank you. Please give me one card to clarify Aquarius. One card for Aquarius. One card for Aquarius. One card for Aquarius. One card. One card. Too many cards. And count them. Oh. That shit popped and it was like this. Funny. Hella funny. It's too early for this shit. One card, please. One card to clarify, Aquarius. Thank you. Wow. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. Some of you are definitely deciding, and it's coming from a place of love too, where you're seeing that, you know, this is not working anymore, so I'm just not gonna put any more effort or energy into it, no work into it, and I feel like you're letting that be known. Like, if you were deluding yourself into thinking that, you know, it could work, this could work out, you like, no, motherfucker, this ain't gonna work. How many second chances are we supposed to be giving this dead in the water shit? Some of you could be very critical about the situation too. I feel like there's a lot of criticizing here and nitpicking, and it feels like it's more because your efforts, it feels like your efforts are being wasted. And it's just like, why am I continuing this stupid shit? Like, what's the purpose? Your next card placement is your environment before the eclipse. Yeah. Starting over. I saw the Ten of Swords when I flipped the card over, but what I really saw was the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, again, you could be starting over at home or starting over a relationship. Or moving. Again, that's moving, lots of moving energy. Can I have one card to clarify Aquarius's environment before the eclipse? Bottom of the deck is the Temperance card. Some of you are having patience with the situation that you are trying to make work, and you are trying to collaborate on this new beginning. And this is your environment before the eclipse, so this is essentially now. I really feel like, you know, even though this decision came from a place of love with the King of Cups, I still feel like you're thinking like why am I doing this? What the fuck is the purpose? Like, what's my real angle here? Even though I want the change, I know that the change is not necessarily going to be them, though, Aquarius. I feel like you're the one who's going to be changing over the next couple of weeks, especially since we also have another eclipse coming in 2 weeks. I feel like this is the beginning, and things are going to come to a head by the full moon. Some of you don't want to fight as far as like moving on from something. You don't want to fight, but also feel like you don't necessarily want to move on either. So like, to keep the peace, you like, fuck it, maybe there's some hope here. Let me make a better decision. And so you sit and you ponder. And I feel like for some of you, this is literally you looking in the mirror like, yo, Aquarius, do you really want to do this? Yo, Aquarius, you know the pros and cons of the situation, right? Yo, how is this going to serve you? Like, what's really gonna be fucking happening with this situation that we know we're not getting anything from? I feel like for a lot of you, I feel like you're giving to a situation that you're not getting anything out of. Your next card placement is what's being illuminated. The Moon card is here. Scorpio then came up twice. For some of you, there's definitely a Scorpio involved in this situation, especially a Scorpio moon. Also, excuse me, what's being illuminated here is, for some of you, it's the fact that you're living under some type of illusion. And again, you don't know everything about some type of situation. Let's clarify. Please clarify what's being illuminated for Aquarius. Please clarify what's being illuminated for Aquarius. Y'all fucking with that Capricorn still? Still. They seem to be very happy too. You, on the other hand, not so much. Like, again, I feel like the realization is coming that you're not getting your wish fulfillment. You're not getting what you want. But they always seem to figure out how to. How's that work? Because you're serving them. You know, I'm sorry that this is not one of my other decks, because the devil normally has two people, a male and the female counterpart, attached to like his throne or some shit. And I feel like for some of you Aquarians, that's you. Like, you are literally attached to this person, and it's not a healthy attachment. So what are we doing? What the fuck? What's being illuminated is how you're not getting what you want, but you're constantly giving. You're bored with the situation and dissatisfied. And with the Nine of Wands reversed, I kind of feel like y'all trust this person or situation wholeheartedly when you need to be closing it out. For some of you, it's the cycle that needs to be closed, and for others of you, it's more of the relationship. Your next card placement is what's being eclipsed out. You have the Queen of Cups. Holy shit. Okay, so it's like at the bottom of the deck where I saw the King of Cups reversed. I feel like for some of you, what's being eclipsed out here are your emotions. The Queen of Cups is she's very emotional. She's a seer. You know, she can be very psychic, highly intuitive, all that good shit, but she's still, she's very, very sensitive. And I feel like for a lot of you, what's being eclipsed out here is whatever you felt for this person or situation, or whatever you were feeling, or whatever was left, that shit's leaving. I have one card to clarify what's being eclipsed out for Aquarius. One card, please. One love. I don't know why that's in my head. You're lucky just to have just one love. It's hey, yeah. Any hope that you had in healing or fixing the situation it's leaving. Bottom of the deck is again the Lovers. So yeah, some of you are definitely making a decision about how this is not, the cup is empty. Do I want to attempt to keep trying to fill the cup? Do I want to keep trying to attempt? Do I want to keep attempting to heal it, fix it, love it, nourish it, manifest it? No, I don't. No, I fucking don't. And some of you feel like you're going to be avoiding a disaster and being with them. Because again, y'all are losing more than you're gaining here. And I feel like this person is also very in and out of your life. Meanwhile, you there, steadfast. For some of you too, there could also be some type of three-party situation involved in this. Or you're gonna find out, and or as the bottom of the deck will clarify, that also makes me feel like some of you are you're really unhappy. The next card placement is what's being hidden from you, some type of information. With the Knight of Swords, this knight is very informative. They talk a lot. That's the diarrhea of the mouth knight. Just, hey girl, just spilling all the information, and they don't even know it until after the fact. They're like, oh shit, did I say too much? For some of you, this could definitely be a Gemini. Please clarify what's being hidden from Aquarius. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. Hello, Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. Excuse me. I feel like for some of you, what's happening here is somebody is keeping information from you, just like to keep shit going. and to keep you nourishing it. I also feel too like for some of you, the universe is keeping a certain piece of information from you until you're ready for it. It's like the situation is totally out of your control. With the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you need to nurture something more, pay more attention to something in order for you to get the information that you're waiting on. And have a care with the liars. Everybody who comes to you with information is not, like, I feel like for a lot of you, whoever's coming forth with information, especially that immature energy, it's self-serving. In other words, it serves them, it doesn't serve you, Aquarius. And I mean, you really can't expect anything more from the Page of Swords reverse, because they're the town crier, but they love to sensationalize shit. So have a care on the information that you receive from somebody like this. It could reveal something about someone being stuck or someone's inability to move forward, move on, move in general. And yes, the secret is coming out that somebody wants to lay this shit down. Aquarius, for some of you, especially if you're angry, I feel like you could be sharing that information with somebody, like telling somebody, I don't fucking want you anyway. I'm tired of this shit. Fuck you, you're useless. Like, just, you're getting so, like, you're so angry, you're spilling all of it. Like, yo, I'm stuck here with you and I don't even fucking want to be. Wow. What prevents you from seeing what's hidden? This makes me feel like it's just your good-hearted nature. Like, it's just who you are. And, yeah, I know it's not the star card, but again, it feels like because you're this loving, nurturing, attentive person, it prevents you from seeing what's really happening. Also, for some of you, this could be the person that you're dealing with who presents themselves as this, but they're really this, or this, and not necessarily the Queen of Pentacles in a positive manner. Please clarify what keeps Aquarius from seeing, what blocks Aquarius from seeing what's hidden. Bottom of the deck is the Tower card reversed. For some of you, you're just ignoring your own intuition, and that's what's blocking you. I did say this feels like it was just y'all, like just blocking yourselves. And you see how she has all that light around her? Like, she's illuminated. She can tap right in. She can tap right into the subconscious, the energies, the universe, the collective energy field, knowledge. Like, y'all can tap right in, but you're not doing that, or you are, and you are ignoring it. And this is what's blocking you from seeing what's hidden, because this shit could be avoided. You don't have to be. I feel like y'all are stuck here. It doesn't feel like this is where you want to be. It just feels like, yeah, you know, I'm just here. I'm just along for the ride. And some of you may have actually broken up, but you're not. Or you broke up, excuse me, you took a break and then you came back. For some of you, you're defenseless to this person, because they could just be one of those people who kind of whirlwinds through your life, or whirlwinds through everything. The next card placement is the purpose of the eclipse. For some of you, it's more stability. For some of you, it's more money. For some of you, I feel like this is more of you. Aquarius, let's be honest, you don't lack ideas. What you may lack is the drive to see them through, or the initiative to make them happen. If you can start them, the drive to see them through, or if you can, you can't even get that far. It's just the initial, oh well, let's do this. That would be more fire energy, but still, with this King of Pentacles here, it just makes me feel like, In order for me to achieve this pentacle, I have to make sure I take care of all necessary steps. And for some of you, you may not have been doing that until the universe is about to give you a little boost. And not for nothing, for some of you, it could also be through this Capricorn or Earth sign, because I also just heard Taurus. No need to clarify that, I'm being told. Now, your next card placement is, how can or will you expand, grow, or learn from this eclipse? You have the Seven of Swords reversed. Good goddamn. Damn! Let's clarify that bitch up. Let's clarify. Damn, excuse me. Please clarify how Aquarius will learn, expand, or grow from this eclipse. Please clarify. That's another 2 fucking cards. Too many cards. Can I have 2? Please. Moving on. Moving on. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers again. Again, like, this card just came up about 3 times already, y'all. And ironically, when I was meditating and shuffling my cards, at the bottom of this deck was the Lovers, and at the bottom of this deck, look, they're still there. Lovers. Just saying, there is a big decision that's going to, I feel like this decision is going to rock your world and restructure your foundation, or the foundation in your lives. Your clarifiers, you have 3 of these bitches. 3 of Cups, because you are moving. Or some of you need to be doing some traveling. Fool card is saying you're gonna have to take the leap, boo. Take the fucking leap. Take it. And with this card being ruled by Uranus in this deck, this is definitely your card, Aquarius. Death card reverse is saying that for some of you, you were reluctant to make this type of change. And so I feel like the way you will grow, expand, or learn from this is to take chances. Don't get stuck in this. Take the leap of faith. Not for nothing, for a lot of you, you could leap right into fucking happiness. Big happiness too. For some of you too, you could also be buying a car or doing some big traveling. And I heard a voyage. Some of you could be taking a cruise, especially since it's July. That's only right. Specifically through the Caribbean. Some of you could also be traveling to Italy, I'm hearing. Because I just heard the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. Some of you could be deciding to travel there by boat or fly and then travel around Italy on a boat or a cruise or some shit like that. Okay. Underneath the Lovers, you have again the Ace of Cups reverse. Yeah. I feel like outside of the relationship stuff, like, I also feel like some of you are going to be learning about yourselves, about who you love, how you love yourself, etc. And how you probably need to make some changes and pursue yourself a little more. And or spring into action, because the Knight of Wands he's an action knight. Okay, your energy after the eclipse, you have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Some of you are going to take a risk, man. And I feel like the risk you're going to be taking is what your environment is before the eclipse, which is the 10 of Swords reversed, which is a new beginning or starting something over, or. And so somebody's definitely going to be taking a risk with something. For some of you, you're going to take a risk to not be single. For others of you, you could be taking a risk on a job. You can take a risk on an adventure, on a some type of project. And for some of you, it could also be lottery. Be careful with that, though. Like, the 9 of Pentacles can be lottery winnings, but this shit is reversed. So, if you feel the need to invest in lottery, pick and choose wisely. With this eye, the eye is pretty much telling me that there's only one right choice when it comes to the lottery pickings, and you have to follow your intuition. You can't just pick. You gotta follow your gut. Please clarify the environment after the eclipse. Damn. Please clarify the environment after the eclipse. This is way too many cards, but I just gotta show y'all this shit real quick. You got the Lovers inverted and the Emperor. So you definitely feel like you're kind of struggling to make this decision, which will affect a lot of people, and how you really just want to do what's right for everyone. I have one card, please, to clarify the environment after the eclipse for Aquarius. Wow, it's way too many cards, y'all. Hey, we just need that one card. Hey, thanks. Fucking thanks. Bottom of the deck is the King of Swords reversed. That's interesting energy, guys. Here's your clarifier. The Eight of Cups reversed. You are going to be taking a risk with either going back to a relationship or going back to some type of job. Especially since when you look at the two cards, like on the table, you can see them walking right back into this. Like, they left it, but I'm gonna come right back because I really do care about this shit, and I'm trying to make shit work. And oh, okay, that makes sense. Now, with the King of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck, makes me feel like for some of you, you're just not being honest with yourself about the situation. Like, you need to be looking at it for what it is. You're going to be passionately pursuing something that will not grow. So, with the Hangman reverse, I feel like you're going to be realizing that, yeah, this is nice and all, but where's the love, bro? Where is the love? This shit feels really cold, especially looking at these Two of Swords, where you're going to have to make a decision on this home situation, job situation, love situation. The most likely outcome as a result of, wow. The most likely outcome as a result of the eclipse. You got the Devil. And that's that Capricorn fucking energy again. Now, what I saw when I saw the Devil was the Hierophant reversed, because for some of you, you're going to be walking into a situation with the Hierophant, or a Hierophant-like energy, environment, situation, etc. Like, some of you are signing your fucking lives away, or you're making a deal, literally making a deal with the Devil by choosing to walk back into this situation. Like, you're taking a big ass risk. And the big ass risk is going to result in this. Please clarify the most likely outcome for Aquarius. Didn't I say some of y'all were moving and traveling? The Chariot is travel, but it's also a move, and it's also Cancer, so this is the home card. I have one more card to clarify the most likely outcome for Aquarius. Ooh, shit. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups reversed. Here go your clarifiers. Ten of Swords reversed. Starting over. With some type of home. You want some waffles? Yeah. Okay, baby, 1 sec. With some type of situation involving home, a relationship, moving. Okay, 1 second, okay, baby? Okay. And then with the Six of Wands, you're realizing that this is not a victory for you. This is a victory for them. Yeah. Also, too, with whatever contract that this entails, it's like fine print, bro. You gotta read the fine print. You gotta remember the devil is in the fucking details. And so for some of you, you're going to have to pay attention to what you're signing up to. Shh. And you're not. You're not. The only thing y'all are doing is you look into the future, forgetting what's happened in the past. And say, fuck it, I'm gonna nurture all this shit, even though I don't know everything. And also, too, I feel that same foggy Neptunian illusionary energy where you're like, you're nurturing this shit, not realizing, bro, it's like this shit is doomed. That's what I heard too, like this is doomsday. Stop. And so who's making an offer of love here and why? And that's not some shit I asked y'all, but with the way this spread went, why would you make this offer? For some of you, you could be making an offer of marriage to someone, thinking that this is gonna fix shit, moving too damn fast, and again, lying to yourself. Listen, I'm always gonna say this shit, but for real, you gotta do what's best for you. Because this person, whoever this person is, situation is, the company, and whatever the situation is, they're not, the only thing they're worried about is their own best interest. They don't care about yours, Aquarius. Like, they legitimately don't. They really, like, they don't. And so, you have to be able to see the forest from the trees. You have to be able to see and think clearly. For some of you, you're not doing that at all. This is what was eclipsed out. Your emotions. So, with that being said, it's just like, why would you make an offer that's going to bind you to the situation longer than necessary? For some of you, you've already been in this shit long enough anyway. So, no. Listen. Please don't knock that over. So yeah, the universe is coming to say, how much longer do you want to be with this situation, Aquarius? What are you willing to do to end it, to fix it, etc.? Is it worth fixing? Y'all already have the answers. Apply the knowledge and gain the wisdom. We're done. If this resonated at all, please leave me a comment below or thumbs up the video, or both. Thank you for listening, sharing, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Yo, my voice sounds crazy this early in the goddamn morning. Y'all should have heard me at 5:30. I sound like this. Don't forget to tell a friend, 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 friend.